What's going on, everybody? Todd Holland from the Real Estate Automations Academy. Final video of the introductory chapter. Just want to go over the various tools you're going to need to get this stuff done. They're all free tools, which is fantastic, so you don't have to pay for anything. That's the whole promise I made to you guys, is that I'm going to show you a way to use a bunch of free stuff, integrate that free stuff together, and generate leads and generate more business without actually having to spend a single penny on software. That's the goal, right? Obviously, there are better ways to do this, right? If you're in the market for a CRM, there's very good CRMs that'll do all these things at once. But a lot of this stuff is, doable for free. But there are you do get what you pay for with a lot of these things. And the thing that's missing with a lot of these tools is just that they're all separate. They're not integrated. So you have to find a way to integrate them. I'm gonna show you how to do that. So first thing you need is Slack. That's found at slack.com. Links below. That's free, so there's no cost to Slack. But what you're going to use Slack for is essentially communicating with your team, getting all of your vendors together in a syndicated way to farm deals together. You're going to use this to disseminate leads to various people that need the leads disseminated to. You're going to use this basically to replace text messaging, file sharing, and email between you and people in your internal sales unit. So yeah, slack.com, go there, sign up for that. The second item is Wufoo. Wufoo is WUFOO. Again, the link is below. It's a free survey builder. You can use SurveyMonkey or anything else type form that you want to use. That's okay. I think Wufoo is the simplest one to use, so I'm going to show you guys how to do that. But obviously, there are better ones that you can use. If we have to have that conversation later on, ask me, ask the team. We got a list of pro tools you can use too. But Wufoo is super easy. So with Wufoo, what you do is you build out a survey. Now this survey right here is one that's that I use, that I learned from the Breakthrough Academy, which it's highly effective survey. 6 questions I think anyone needs to be asking a lead besides their name, email, and phone number is what 3 cities they're wanting to move to, what's their time frame on moving, are they going to sell their current home, are they satisfied with their current agent, approved for a mortgage, and that's basically it. I mean, this is like, are they working with someone? But I think that when you ask if they're working for someone, a lot of times people will just say yes, just to kind of get you off their back, but that they may not have an agent or whatever. So there's 2 ways to ask it that are actually binding. One is, are you currently under contract with a real estate agent? And 2 is, are you satisfied with the real estate agent? So if they say yes, no, I don't have an agent, I give them 3 options there. And usually when I ask it this way, people will say that they don't have an agent if they don't have one, because they figure if they say no, they're not satisfied, there's more follow-up questions. So that's pretty helpful there. So you're going to need a Wufoo survey builder. You're going to need Zapier. Zapier is, it's my favorite program by a mile. So what Zapier does is it takes different apps like Slack or Gmail or Facebook. When I say apps, I'm referring to websites, right? Websites where data is entered, like Dropbox and stuff like that. It sets them up where data goes from one source into another source, so it integrates these apps, and it's just very useful. So without actually, I'll show you one of my automations that I've run after this video is done, just so you can see kind of my whole sequence there as far as getting the data from the lead to you, to your team, to whatever has to be done. Listing Booster is like a fundamental part of this program here. It's a very cool way for you to get more listings, for you to take the listings you currently have and generate more buyers, to get sign writers that are super high converting from people who are driving by your listing, like on the sign, to post on Craigslist in an automatic way, generate leads. And basically, I mean, the strength of Listing Booster, I'm going to show you what the website looks like for one of the listings here, and I'm just going to drop down here to the website. So I'm just going to copy this link right here. I hope you all can see this. So this is just one of the many different things Listing Booster will automatically build for you. Like as soon as you get a listing, it builds you one of these pages right here, and it doesn't do it for me right now because I already opted in, but a banner shows up across this part right here that asks me to log in with my Facebook to see this information. So when they click on that button, what happens is, let me go back to my Slack here. When they click on that button, it draws the information directly from their Facebook, and it pastes the lead. Where are we here? Right here, right? So the lead comes right here. It notifies everybody in the team. It says who's listing rather, the lead opted into, the name, the email, the phone for a lot of them. It's very cool, and it's all drawn from the Facebook profile, so it just pulls it right there, and it sends that information to you, and this is one of the ways that you can get free leads to this platform. This does not cost you anything. I think that, if you're on CRMLS, which a lot of us are on CRMLS, which is Southern California listing MLS service, you have to sign up for ListHub also, or your broker has to sign up for ListHub to make use of this. So if you, and so let me just qualify that. So I'm going to go into further detail on this, but if you have a ListHub account, which is also free, and your broker has a ListHub account, which is free, then Listing Booster, once you sign up with them, will automatically draw the listing directly from the MLS and put it onto all of these websites, basically create a whole marketing platform for each individual listing automatically, so you don't have to touch it or do anything. Now, if your broker doesn't have ListHub or doesn't want to sign up for ListHub, it's free. There's no reason he or she shouldn't want to, but if that's just not in the cards, you can still use this. You just have to manually input the listing details, just like you have to on any of the other websites that you syndicate with, and then upload the pictures manually. It takes about 15 minutes per website if you're not signed up for ListHub, and about 30 seconds automatically on the back end if you are signed up. So highly recommend signing up for ListHub too, for your broker and for yourself. And then another great one is Trello. Trello is free. I recommend Trello for anybody who has like tasks that they have to get done. And I'm talking about like transaction management, obviously like deadlines, dates, things like that. I'm talking about like if you have a marketing campaign where one person on your team has to do certain things every week, or another person has to, and you have to communicate with these things. You can leave comments. Let me just go inside one of these tasks and show you. So for example, we've got lots of tasks here. Our structure here is for admin, action required, right? So, we can sign people up for sales training, for business development stuff, product development, sales team resources like logins for accounts and things like that. You can have various logos right here, so they can just come right in. This is a hugely helpful program with a lot of power. And I'm not really going to go over it too much in this video, but just remember that you're going to want to sign up for this thing as soon as possible, because it's going to make your life a lot easier if you follow through these things. Chances are the reason you're losing deals and the reason you're losing leads is because you're not following up as hard as someone else is. Right? And a lot of people don't like to hear that because they feel like, well, no, I'm a great salesperson. I'm sure you are. But you have to be consistent. You have to follow up regularly. You have to have goals, deadlines in place. You have to be organized. I'm not going to sit here and say that you have to sign up for, we have a CRM in-house that you can sign up for. That's at a deep discount for people who are part of this program. But I'm not even going to talk about that or show that, because that's not the point, is to sell that. The point is, whatever software you use, you have to be organized. Okay, you have to be organized in order to do well in this business. If you are letting things slide, if you're not following with every lead 8 to 12 to 15 to 30 times over a 6-month period, someone is, and that's generally the person who's dominating a market, is the person who's following up the most. So make sure you have a system like this in place, so you are following up with the manual tasks that have to do with real estate. Like I mentioned, a lot of the stuff like the lead generation, the conversion, transaction coordination stuff is all mostly automated and systems based, but there is always going to be a human element to this business. So when you have to tap into that, this is the best way to do it, with a bunch of free software that ultimately gets the job done and keeps your team organized. Slack also has an app on the iPhone, very important. You get the app on the iPhone. It's every Slack that comes through, every communication, every lead, every whatever happens, it dings your phone, so you have access to everything right there. It's not like having your own app or anything like that, but it's pretty close, because everything that comes in comes straight to the phone. You can just call people right away or email them or whatever you want to do, or if you have the automated systems in place, you don't even need to do that, right? So, okay, I want to keep this under 10 minutes, but I failed to do so. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have any questions about any of this stuff or the accounts, just look below. There's going to be links to sign up. They're not affiliate links. I don't get paid for the stuff. You just go and sign up for them for free. And yeah, if you have any problems, go ahead and ask the group. Hopefully we'll be able to help and get that taken care of. So thank you so much. See you guys on the other side. The next video is actually going to be some of the like the real deal social media sales training. So buckle up. It's going to be really cool. And like I said before, if I hadn't said it before, I'm going to say it right now. Just be prepared for the amount of leads that you are about to get. Be prepared mentally, physically, and have the systems in place, because you're going to be busier now than you probably ever have been your entire life. That's a good thing. You want to be more busy in this business, right? So, okay, take care. See you guys soon. Thanks so much. Catch you on the other side.